So hello guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. Trouble this sleep, younger, go wake 'em up. Ever since our in-law here, Davido mama, got married and came out in the public to denounce his old ways, to say that he is done and over with the Casanova days. He has hung his boots, that he is done with women drama, baby mama drama. In fact, he is now a repented good boy. We have been very happy with him.
Where are the girls? I said, where are the girls? Then when I get in trouble, everybody run away and leave me to face the internet and all that. Like, boy, and me, women have dealt with me in my career. I've been at the highest of the highest. The best time is when there's no problem at all.
Yes.
Yeah. Data, you done cheat. Like, it's done. Like,
I don't want wahala. You know, hear what I say I don't want any wahala.
We have been praying for him, encouraging him, supporting him, and wishing him all the best. So what is this quanta? What is this drama now in front of us that is trying to pull out our in-laws' leg? We all know, it is no news, it is not a secret, that when our in-law was in the world, when he was in his Arabanco season, before he packed his mulwe, he had a history of having several children by several women. First, he had Imade, who is widely believed by the public and acknowledged by him as his first child, whom he had with Sophia. She was born in the year 2015. And then came Haley, who was born by Amanda in 2017. Ifani, his first prince, came in 2019 by Chioma. And then came his second son, Dawson, who was born by Larissa London, before he then ushered his set of twins from his wife, Chioma, just about 2 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these children have been publicly confirmed by the singer. There has been no controversy about their paternity, but there remains one case that has reared its head in and out, back and forth for the last 13 years, sparking public debate and attention. And it involves a lady called Ayotomide Lapinjo and a daughter that she bore, claiming to be David's, whom she named Anuoluwapo Michelle Adeleke. Before we continue with this video, I would like to say that today's video is both exciting and very personal to me. Today, I am officially introducing to you, my distinguished and honorable viewers, a book, my book, our book, a book that I didn't rush, a book that I did not sugarcoat, and a book that I didn't write to impress anyone. It is called The Unbroken Spirit. This book is value-packed and it teaches so much. It teaches how to spot harm early before it gets out of control. It teaches us the distinction between inconveniences in marriages and relationships that is normal and can be dealt with, vis-a-vis abuse, and how to handle the both of them. It teaches us how to reflect inwardly before deciding if walking away is the best option. It teaches us practical ways to rebuild ourselves when life tries to break our confidence, our voice, and our sense of self. Oh, it teaches us how to set practical and realistic boundaries, not just the social media encouragement of cut off, walk away, red flag, cut off. No, it teaches all these and so much more. This book is not business as usual. I wrote it for women and for men, for single people and for married people, for anyone and everyone wanting the truth, not just motivation for one day. It is a book of what? purpose, and clarity. And so I strongly encourage you to get your copy today. Buy for yourself, buy for your friend, buy for a sister, a relative, a colleague, anyone that you know will benefit from all that I have mentioned. The links will be down below, or you can scan the code showing on the screen. Happy reading, and thanks as always for all your love and your support. Now let us get back into this video. About 8 years ago, Ayotomide granted this bombshell interview with journalist Kemi Olunloyo. I hope I pronounced that right. Exposing a fling, or should we call it a one-night stand, or perhaps a two-night stand that she alleged she got into with the singer. She claimed that this one or two-night stand or stoods that she had with the singer Davido led to conception and the birth of a child. Let us take a sneak peek as to what she said. When asked what she does for a living, she said, "I am into makeup." And about how they met, she was like, "He didn't come in person. I was hanging out with my friends and we were sitting in the club. His bodyguard or some guy just came that his boss wanted to see me. I was wondering if it was the owner of the club or something. So on getting to the person, I discovered that it was David. We talked and he collected my pin." That's those days of BlackBerry pin. Gen Zs, you can't relate, don't worry. Just ask your older sister, she would explain what BlackBerry pin is. And so he asked me to go back to my seat. So when they were about going, the same bodyguard came to tell me that they were ready to go, that I should please come. My friends even wanted to follow me, but he said no, he didn't call them. That night, we slept at Genesis Hotel at Challenge. Then March again, he came for Gbenga Adeyinka's show in Ibadan. After party was at GQ Lounge in Bodija. We slept at the Development Support Center, Iyaganku. She was asked, "And you slept with him on those 2 occasions without using condom? A stranger for that matter. Why did you do that?" She responded, "Yes. I told him and he said he doesn't use condom. I asked him how sure he was that I don't have a disease. He said he was so sure I don't have a disease and that he does tests every 2 weeks, a general test. That was what he told me." When she was asked again, "So what do you really want from their daily case? Because some people might feel like you are trying to extort money from him." She said, "There is nothing like that. We are not trying to extort money from him or from them, because now he is saying he is not the owner of the child. Since he is denying, let him come out for a proper DNA test to be done in a general hospital, not in a private hospital. He should just come and take responsibility of his child. That is all we want from him." The next question. "So how are you sure that David is the father of your child?" She responded, "David Adeleke is 100% the father of my daughter. I am sure about that. And I have told him same thing too, because I had no boyfriend that time." Her mother was also part of the interview. She was like, "I'm getting old. I'm a 50-something-year-old woman. Raising the child is too much for me. David should come and take responsibility for his daughter." Kilode. This lady even went as far as saying, listen to this part of the interview. "When I first got in touch with him, he said I should keep the pregnancy, that I should give him time as he is building his career. But along the line, he blocked me on BBM. And that was before I gave birth to the baby. Funny enough, on the day of the baby's naming ceremony, he added me up again. I sent him pictures of the baby, but he didn't say anything about it. He is always ignoring questions." She said that Davido named the baby Veronica after his mother, and that is the name that he calls the child. So here is this lady saying that some years ago she was, I don't know whether she was a club girl, but how else can we describe that she was just in the club vibing with her girlfriends, and Davido sighted her, took interest in her, called her over, she followed him to his room, and they had sex. And after some months, he came to Ibadan again and beckoned on her, and they had sex the second time. And when she discovered that she was pregnant, she informed him, and he refused to take responsibility. Now that is her own version of the story. When this interview made it out about 8 years ago, Davido responded. Reacting to this interview and Ayotomide's allegations, Davido tweeted saying, "This one na real Yahoo girl, no laptop." Upon finding out that the test results were negative, out of pity, we still give them money. Years later, them no gree say na my own. Chai, money good though. 2 years ago, person wey you never see for your life bring pikin say na your own. You take paternity test, it came out negative. By the way, at Mobile Punch, I'm suing you guys. So there Davido was, denying not only being the father of the child, but denying ever having set his eyes upon that lady until the day they went for DNA tests. It was a very big scandal back then, and people didn't know what or who to believe. Well, this child continued growing, still carrying that name and identity of an Adeleke child or an Adeleke grandchild.
Happy birthday, young lady. What's your name? Okay, Anu what? Okay, Mitchell, I know Luakpo. Adeleke. Okay, so you have a message for your dad? International Men's Day. Okay, and what's your dad's name? The famous singer.
Hoping that someday she will be reconciled and reunited with her supposed or alleged father.
My name is Michelle Anu Adeleke. I want to wish my daddy happy birthday. David, happy birthday. How are you? Are you fine? I miss you. Where are you coming to take me to? Where are you coming to take me? I miss you.
Her official Instagram page, for example, read, Anu Adeleke 001, Davido's oldest daughter. Well, a few days ago, the child in question turned 13, and her desire for identity has sure grown.
Hello, my name is Anolokpo Adeleke. Every girl must brush first thing in the morning. Clean teeth, healthy gum, and fresh breath is important.
A few days ago, she took to Instagram to post this. This year, I become a teenager. My mom and grandma have always educated me on being a responsible teen. No drugs, alcohol, bad company, and bad behavior. Today, I drafted a letter I wrote from the depth of my heart, not with help from my relatives. As I grow older, I want to establish my identity. I was bullied in school since I was 6 years old and cried home daily. Other students laughed at me when I told them that my father was Mr. David Adeleke. I went through a lot of mental anguish and visited a medical professional to protect my mental health. It was a sad, challenging time in my life. This page was not online for 5 years as my mom never updated this account since it was handed over to us. We went through a lot. Despite the challenges, I still excelled to the top of the class and became the class prefect. We posted some of my report cards on this page. Now that I am in secondary school and still excelling in my studies, I don't talk about my family history anymore. However, on that note, as I transition into a young woman, I am respectfully asking Mr. David Adeleke, tagging Davido, for a DNA test to establish my identity. This test is between my dad and I. It is something I want. It is something that's the right thing to do. Please, sir, consider my request once you read this post. I also sent it to your DM. Thank you to all Nigerians who have given me emotional support for the last 7 years. This DNA test is the right thing to do for me. God bless you, Mr. Adeleke. Yours truly, Anu Adeleke. Well, as she mentioned, she had also taken to Davido's personal message, his DM, and this is what ensued over there. Starting the conversation by sending a recent picture of herself to Davido and wishing him a happy new year. She said, "Please, sir, consider a DNA test with me. God bless. Anu, with love." Davido responded, "Stop this nonsense. Keep playing. I will arrest your mother. Try this nonsense again. I am not your father. Are you guys effing insane? Just watch." The child responded, "Good evening, sir. This is Anu." God. Davido responded, "You will see fire. You and that your stupid mother. You keep playing around." She went, "My mom has nothing to do with my appeal to you. It is my only wish to establish my identity." Davido fired back, "I am not your father. Go and look for your father. This is the last time. I'm warning you. I have done 5 DNA tests. You are not mine. Please stop this nonsense before it gets messy. Last warning." The child went further. "You said you had 5 DNA tests with me. Can you show me, sir? Please don't be upset. There is no need to threaten my mom with arrests." Davido responded, "Yes, I will show you. 5. Can you send it here to me, sir?" Davido, 2 of the hospitals were chosen by your mother. 2 were chosen by me. All negative. You guys have been harassing me for years, and it has to stop. It is not fair on my actual kids. Please stop it. Don't worry. I will publish them tomorrow and in the newspaper. Since January, you won't leave me alone." The child responded, "Can you publish all 5, sir?" Davido said, "Yes, I will. I am not your father." The child said, "Thank you, sir. Will you like to speak to my mom about the 5 tests?" He said, "Nope. I will publish online and in newspaper. Then I will take your mom to court. She thinks it's a game. Just watch. She will go to jail." She responded, "She told me only 1 test was done." Davido, 4 tests. The child, "But you said 5. Then 1 test 10 years ago. That's 5. Madam, you are not my child. Stop it. We will publish everything and want that your mother. Last warning. You are not an Adeleke. I'm sorry." The child, "But I only met you in 2014. At this point, Davido had had enough and he fled. "Are you mad, this girl? I said I'm not your dad. Stop this shit. I will publish in newspaper and send to you here this week. You can also go to the hospital and confirm yourself." The child, "Please, can you list the hospitals, sir? Please. It will show in the tests. Don't worry. I'm not your dad. Sorry." And then the child made one last request. "Please, sir. 1 more test just for me. Thank you, sir. My mom said 1 test was done. Your lawyer said 2. And now you said 5. Even 1 at 10 years. But my mom said there was only 1 test done when I was 1 year old. I never met you at 10. Please, I am begging you." Davido exited the conversation at this point. Still burning with fury, Davido took to social media to answer some questions about this allegation, which has now leaked to social media again. Let's take a look at some of the questions and how he answered. This person asked, a daughter asking the father for a DNA test will really break and touch the father's heart. After 5 DNA tests, she decreased. Her and her mom better leave me the F alone and go find her papa. A social media berry asked, 5 DNA tests? That's crazy. Davido said, yes. I chose 3 hospitals and they chose 2 hospitals. All came out negative. This is the last time I'm speaking on this nonsense. Elizabeth asked Davido, you knew the mom or not? Davido responded, never met that biatch. Except when we went for the DNA. Very stupid behavior. I will soon treat their F up. 5 effing hospitals. Just to be clear, the mom needs to go to jail. I don't blame the poor girl. He took to Instagram to post, I've taken 5 DNA tests, all negative. I am not your father. I've never even met your mom. She is an obsessed fan lying to you. This needs to stop. I actually have children. Stop this nonsense. Whew. This baby mama unacknowledged child drama has caused plenty of stir on social media and plenty of reactions too. On the one hand, we have this set of people who came strongly in defense of Davido, and they are like, you can call Davido a lot of things, but the runaway father is not one of them. This man's reputation for accepting paternity and taking responsibility for his children far precedes him. I mean, this is a man that even when the baby mamas try to be difficult and bar him from being involved in his children's lives, he fights, he challenges them in courts. They said that this is a man that raised well over 200 million naira that he could have splurged on himself to buy expensive things and designers, but he gave that money to charity, to orphanages, to motherless children, and he is responsible for both the education and upkeep of many children, including the child of one of his late staff, Obama DMW. So what would it cost him? Why would he want to deny his flesh and blood? This set of people believed that if that child was truly Davido's, he would have stepped up and taken his responsibilities, even if he does not want to have any close relationship with the child's mother. These people that stood up for Davido claimed that this lady is truly an obsessed fan, and she is both irresponsible and delusional for stringing on an innocent child into her drama and her mess, creating an identity crisis for the child. Now, that was a thought on the one hand. On the other hand, some people didn't quite believe this version being painted, and they were like, hey, this lady has been very consistent with her story for the last 13 years. They wondered that if Davido claims that he has never set his eyes on this lady before, let alone share a bed with her, how come he did DNA tests 5 times? Food for thought. That once, okay, acceptable. Twice, maybe trying out a new laboratory. Thrice, okay, what's going on here? But 4 times, 5 times as he claimed, they argued, the people on this other school, that if truly a man has never met a woman and has never had anything to do with her, he will not subject himself to conducting 5 DNA tests. They have encouraged him to please go take another DNA test now and make it public for everybody to see, especially in a hospital of the woman's choosing. Some people have also faulted the way Davido responded to this child, describing it as both mean and cruel. They believed that he could as well have been polite, understanding that all the child wanted was to seek some source of her identity. They found it in very bad taste that Davido resorted to using swear languages and threats on her, and he could have responded to her clearly, concisely, yet politely. But some others were like, please, do you know how frustrating this can be? They had no blame at all for Davido. Do you think that Davido should subject himself once again to a 6th DNA test going by his counting? Or do you believe that he should just ignore them and move on with his life? What are your thoughts? Let us share down in the comment section. This lady in question, Ayo, took to social media to slam Davido. She said, David, you and I are the only ones who know who I slept with in February 2013. Have you told the world that you sent me money on the day of the naming ceremony in November 2013? Have you told the world on November 9th, 2025, someone initiated a video call from your phone line with the name Adeleke on Truecaller? Isn't that the day your 5 Alive concert hit Ibadan? I don't pick video calls, talk less of someone who abandoned his first daughter for 13 years. Are you contacting me for a DNA test or because you've seen her Instagram page? You are a boy, not a man. You are a dad, not a father. My faith and strength is in God. And tagging US in Nigeria. Which one is US in Nigeria? So I heard, what if he was poor? I won't fight for my child's identity. Since the September fake DNA test, David was not super rich when I met him. I only knew him as an upcoming fast-rising singer in February 2013 Davido concert. After party. Oh my God, it's so difficult to read this. She accused him of threatening her and bullying his first daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have on our plates. What are your thoughts? Do you honestly believe this lady, Ayo? Asking if indeed Davido has done 5 DNA tests, why hasn't he published it up until now, more than a week after this saga broke? Or do you believe Davido, saying that this man has a history for taking responsibility for his children? And this lady claiming to have met Davido texted him, how come she has not produced a single piece of evidence linking herself to the singer? What are your thoughts? Let us get them down in the comment section. So guys, yes, we have come to the end of today's video. If you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you're watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your thoughts down in the comment section. Proceed, go ahead and get a copy of our book, The Unbroken Spirit. I promise you that it will be worth your every second. Your mind and your life will not remain the same. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.